I open up my lab, and then I have my introduction, my running head. So let's say my center is shaping. Okay, and then you have running head and page number, page 1 up here. Got it?
Got it.
Go to the end. This is your title page. I'm gonna come out. So let's go to the end of this. Left indent.
You okay?
Okay.
You okay?
You're right. Write it out, etc., etc. Right?
Yes.
You finish writing your introduction. Then you're done with your introduction and you type in methods. I would bold that. Okay?
Okay.
After methods, you type in participant. Does not have to be bolded, but you can italicize it if you want. New line. 1 white, etc., etc., etc. When that's done, apparatus. However, since you italicize participant, you also have to italicize apparatus. 1 standard operant conditioning chambers using experiment. The next procedure. Since you italicized the other two, this one also has to be italicized. The experiment was conducted over the course of 2 non-consecutive days. You don't have to write it like that, but you can if you want to. Once procedure is done, you're met this section. The next thing you're going to do is your results. Centered. Since your other main title is bolded, you should also bold this title. Got it? Results does not have to be on a new page. The results ends exactly where procedure ends. Next line. But of course, you're going to be double spaced. Okay? Result starts. Indent. Figure 1 shows, it's not bolded. Figure 1 shows the number of responses, da 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 da. When you're done with that, figure 2 shows the blah 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 blah. When you're done with that, figure 3 shows blah 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 blah. When you're done with that, you're done.
Okay.
Finished. Now, the next page is your figure page.
Got it.
At this point, you would go to your Excel spreadsheet. I'm gonna pick a new bird.
Okay.
What's your bird?
47.
Bird 47. So let's say my bird is bird 47. I'm gonna highlight the 4 colors.
Wait, I'm going with you.
Right. I'm gonna highlight the 4 colors on the first tab where it says Results Lab 1, Session 1. I'm gonna copy them. I'm going to go to the second tab that says Analysis L1, S1, and I'm going to paste them. The chart underneath is my results. I'm going to change that to figure 1. I'm going to label my titles. Left side is number of responses, and the bottom is what?
Stimuli.
Stimuli. Good. I take this figure, I copy it. I go back to my Word document, I paste it. I click on the figure, I make sure it's centered. I make sure it's legible and the professor could read everything. I then go underneath it and I type in figure caption. Italicized.
Wait, I thought you did this before. The one to us different now, the 2 for last class.
You guys did this before, yes. I'm just showing it how you would do it in relation to the whole thing. So you'd go figure caption. This is not indented. So figure 1 shows, and then all you do is you take, figure 1 shows the number of responses for the 4 stimuli of yellow, green, orange, and blue presented during session 1. Done. Since there was no session 2 on this graph, you could remove session 2. You also can remove the participant in participant session 1. You don't have to let me know that it's participant. Oh, never mind. You don't have to worry about that. But Yeah, okay, so you erase the whole thing. And then you list what the figure shows, okay? Only one figure per page. So then on the next page, you then go to get your figure 2, which is the third tab. Okay, what bird are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, 47.
47. So to go back to bird 47, I would highlight the 8 boxes that correspond to the CS plus and the CS minus. Copy, copy. I'd go to the 4th tab that says session 2 underscore results. You with me? And then I'd look over here, bird 47, right? Is that your bird?
Yeah, that's a bird.
47. Here's my results, figure 1, bird 47. I'd copy this figure. Go back to my Word document, new page, paste. What am I missing? X and Y axes. Click here, hit the plus sign. Axis titles. What is this on the left column, or the, what axis is this?
The y-axis.
The Y axis, number of responses again, right?
Mhm.
What is this?
X-axis. Stimuli.
Is it only stimuli? What is ABCD? What are they, remember? Blocks of? Blocks of?
Trials.
How many trials?
4.
10 each. Ten trials, 10 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 trials. Remember, CS plus and CS minus were presented each 40 times for 6 seconds each time randomly during session 2. We don't need figure 1, bird 47, we just need figure 2. This is our second figure. There's my figure 2. And then, of course, figure caption underneath, italicize. Figure 2 shows. Done. Next figure, sorry, is on the individual worksheet. And remember what you guys are doing, you're getting your first 5 latency and your last 5 latency. Okay? On the out file, when you guys have your out file, the first 5 times CS plus came up, the time it took you to hit the 4 key are your first 5. Got it? You take the first 5 trials and the last 5 trials, and you just look at your IRTs. I'm going to show you how it's done. So, at the end of lab 1, session 1, we have start phase reinforcing. You hit the 4 key on 23:68:30. The phase started at 23:67:99. So what I would do for my first IRT is I would take the start phase number into Excel. Go back, and I would take when you suppressed key 4. And we're subtracting key 4 from this, right? So I'd have to show that. It comes before. So this is when you press 4, when you trial start. Okay? And then in this column, an easy formula is equals sum. Click, click, done. Nope, I did that wrong. Equals, how do you do subtraction?
Is it
Oh,
SUB?
no, you have this minus this, minus this. That's it, I'm sorry, it's not the sum. There's my inter-response time for that trial. Got it? So you don't do sum, do equals A4 minus B4, just click on the tabs. Okay? You just gotta get it for your first 5. I don't know if I have the data for your lab on my stick. Do I? Okay, so this is session 2. Go with baseline. That's all you do for the first 5 and the last 5 trials,
Okay,
okay?
yeah.
You got, I don't have data for, I don't have an out file I could pull for you guys, or else I would pull that. Let me just check. 2019, Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah, I don't have an out file. I don't have an out file I could pull for you, but on your out file, you're gonna see both stimuli come up. Only do it for the CS plus.
Okay.
You can't do it for the CS minus, you're not gonna need reinforcement for the CS minus.
Mhm.
Once you have the 5 inter-response times, all right, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First 5, and then last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All you would do is graph these numbers. The way they're gonna graph these are the first 5. Call it latency. These are the last 5. Okay? This is going to be the response time. For example, if my numbers for the first 5 were 0.80, 0.90, 0.60, 0.40, 0.20, and the last part was 0.30, 0.20, 0.40, 0.40, 0.50. Let's say these are my numbers. I have to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So each of these are 10, okay? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I would graph the first 5, 80. Next is 90. Next is 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Next is 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. And the fifth is 20. Got it?
Yeah.
That's the first 5. That means that your response time for when you press the 4 key got quicker because this number is lower. You see? This is 0.10. This would be 0.10, 0.10 to the second. Now let's look at the last 5. 0.30, 1, 2, 3. 0.20, lower. 0.40, higher. 0.40, higher. 0.50, higher. So the first 5 you got quicker, the last 5 you got slower. Now if your participant responded more to the CS plus, but didn't really respond more to the CS plus, it may have been a result of you not having a quick enough response time and therefore not strengthening that association. Now, let's do a different thing. Let's say you started there, and let's say your response time was here. And let's say your participant responded significantly more to CS plus than to CS minus, and made a discrimination between the two of them. It may be a result of that you associated it strongly by having a low latency and pairing reinforcement immediately after that stimulus went off the screen. Got it? You don't have to do this graph if you don't feel comfortable doing this graph. But if you want to, you can. You don't have to. On the next lab, this is the required graph.
So the first one is not required, but the second is.
Correct. First one, I just want to see you guys can graph. The first 2 graphs I'm looking at are just session 1, which is the 4 colors, and then session 2, showing the 2 colors. And if you want, you can combine the data from session